Hello and welcome back to D&D December. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite playable race in Dungeons & Dragons, the Half-Elf. Now, I don't know what exactly drew me to Half-Elves the first time I ever played D&D. My very first D&D character was a Half-Elf fighter named Roland. The reason I love Half-Elves so much is because they take from both the human side of things and the elven side of things. So they have all the versatility of a human, but they also have some of these special fey abilities of an elf. For instance, elves can see in the dark. They have dark vision up to 60 feet. They have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put them to sleep. That's pretty damn cool. And I think I can relate to the idea of being an outcast. As a kid, you know, being bullied. It's typical stuff that happened to nerds in school. And as a kid, I wouldn't say I was an explorative child, but I went to some pretty weird places, and whenever I was like in a park or whatever, I would imagine myself as an adventurer. I would say a majority of the characters that I've played in D&D have been half-elves. Again, my very first one was Roland. He was a fighter, and in that campaign we had to basically stop the undead from taking over the world, and the whole story behind that, by the way, will be in a future video. I've had several other half-elf characters. One of them was a cleric, I believe. The other was a wizard who loved using burning hands. That would be his like signature spell. There are other races that I like too. I also really like playing halflings. I also like playing unconventional race and class combinations. Like normally one would see a half-elf as a paladin or a cleric or a fighter. I've played half-elf bards, druids. I think the only ones I haven't really played are warlocks and monks. That's because I think the monk is OP and you can't convince me otherwise.
That's just a joke.
The idea of being able to mingle with elves and humans and neither really accepting you or even really rejecting you, just acknowledging that you're there, I can relate to that. Also, I just think it's really cool that half-elves are basically humans that just have cool abilities and live a lot longer. So yeah, that's why I like half-elves so much. They're cool, they have cool abilities. I like the fact that they're kind of outcasts and adventurers at heart. Again, they have all the versatility of a human and some of the abilities of an elf. And I just think that's pretty dang neat. I know this wasn't really in-depth, but I don't really have too many reasons why I like half-elves so much, so I just prattled off a couple. So if you have any favorite races that you like to play as or classes, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.